Good morning, everybody. It's 11 a.m., the last Friday of the month, which means it's time for AFD Rocks, the opportunity for us to reach out to our community, and it all starts right now. What's up, everybody? We're really glad you joined us again for our second episode of AFD Rocks. My name is Tony Haden, Division Chief with the Austin Fire Dept. And on this episode, I am flying solo. My normal two co-hosts, Assistant Chief Jeff Kennedy, Division Chief Kerry Stewart, are both away at training opportunities. But don't worry, we got a lot of fun stuff planned for you today. I've got some amazing guests. In fact, this episode should be pretty fast-paced and fun as we dive into some of the ways that we in the Austin Fire Department are really able to serve the community. Plus, one of the guests I have, we're going to have a great time interviewing one of the firefighters that actually is doing the job working on the streets in Austin, out there serving you every day. But before we get a chance to talk with him, I want to introduce you to our first guest. It's my great pleasure to introduce you to her. She is very important to not only our department, but also to the AFD Rocks podcast. We're lucky to have her on our team. Please welcome Teresa Cifuentes. She's our Community Outreach Project Manager for the Austin Fire Department. Teresa, welcome. Hey, so Teresa, could we hear you right now, Teresa? Yes, I couldn't hear her, but I can hear you now, I think. How are you this morning, Teresa?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right, awesome. Hey, so here's a fun fact. Teresa, she's not only just a part of our team with the AFD Rocks podcast, she actually came up with the name for the show. Without her, you'd be watching something super lame and boring like the Austin Fire Department podcast. So, Teresa, how'd you come up with our name?
We were tasked to kind of come up with a name for the podcast. And so in brainstorming, I thought, okay, what is it that we, the fire department, do on a daily basis? And that is, we are out 24/7 serving our community. So from that, I thought, okay, so what we do 24/7 is we are always responding to our community, whether it's a structure fire, whether it's a medical call, providing fire safety training, or even saving our pets. AFD is always out there serving our community, our 24/7. So therefore, AFD is reaching our communities 24/7. AFD rocks.
Yeah, that's right. I love it. It's a great name and also gives us an opportunity for some fun music. So I really like that as well. So Teresa, in your role with community outreach, you get to help us out with a lot of programs. Could you tell us about some of the programs that community outreach offers?
Sure. So let me start with the free smoke alarm program. And with that program, what we do is we provide free smoke alarms to the citizens of Austin. So if a citizen, a resident, needs smoke alarms in their home, or if they have smoke alarms and they're older than 8 years, then they probably need to replace those smoke alarms. So if they call us and say, we need for you to come out and check or come out and install smoke alarms in our home, we will send firefighters out to your home, to the resident's home, and replace existing smoke alarms if they're not working, install new smoke alarms. And while we're there, we also make sure that the homeowner's house meets the current smoke alarm fire code, and that is having a smoke alarm in every bedroom and adjacent hallway. And this is a great program because not only is this provided at no cost to the homeowner, we also currently are installing the latest smoke alarms, which is smoke alarms that have a 10-year life expectancy. What that means is that you don't even have to, the resident doesn't even have to change the batteries for up to 10 years on the smoke alarms. And again, as I mentioned, this is free to City of Austin homeowners. They could just call us, request smoke alarms, and we'll send firefighters out.
No, that is a really great program, and it's awesome that we do that. Do you know, Teresa, how long have we been doing that program?
So I'm going to say at least the past 15 years. I've
Uh huh.
been working with this program for the past 8, and it was already in existence years before that. So yeah, it's a great program. We are always out installing smoke alarms. We get several calls, and we even get calls for some of our elderly people that are saying their smoke alarms are chirping or they can't reach their smoke
Right.
alarms. We will send the firefighters out to check those smoke alarms.
Right. No, it really is a great program. It's something, and I know it's been a long time. I just was curious. Something that I remember doing whenever I was working on fire trucks is going into the community and going into somebody's home and really helping them with that need. Thank you for doing that, because I know one of the things that we do know about keeping people safe is that working smoke alarms really do save lives. So it's a great program.
They
What other
really
programs have we got that you want to tell us about today?
So the other program that I want to mention is one of our newer programs, and that is the Red Angels program. So with the Red Angels program, it combines two of the great programs that we're doing, which is the free smoke alarm program and the Red Angels. So the Red Angels program was created about 2, 3 years ago. It's fairly new. And what we've done is we went ahead and partnered with some of the nursing programs from Concordia University, from Austin Community College, and Austin Public Health. And these are registered nurses that are taking classes to advance their education. So we partnered with these entities, and when we go out and conduct a Red Angels visit, we send firefighters out to conduct a fire safety check their smoke alarms and whatnot in the resident's home. And while we're there, we also conduct a very basic well check for the resident. What that well check entails is checking the resident's glucose, their blood pressure, their pulse, their temperature. So basic well check. And while we're conducting these well checks, we're documenting all their vitals. And we document this on a wellness check form. And we document all that. Once we're complete with the checking the home for fire safety and doing the basic well check, we leave all of the health information with the resident. We do not bring that back with us, and that is, of course, to comply with the HIPAA law.
All right.
It's right, and it is a great program. This is a great program where citizens of Austin can take advantage of. A lot of times, people don't have time or the resources to go to get a well check at the doctor's or at the clinic.
Sure.
Particularly, for instance, your underserved communities. So if residents need this, we will be more than glad to come out and conduct not only the fire safety check, but your well check. And again, these are the well checks are performed by registered nurses. It's a great program. We're hoping
Yeah.
to enhance it as we go on, but it's certainly a program that the City of Austin residents can take advantage of.
Good. No, that does sound like a really, really good program. I've never been a part of that one, but I do like that kind of the whole approach that it has, where you're looking at the health of their house they live in, and also at the health of the homeowner and resident. So, really a great program that really lets us serve you in a couple different ways. It sounds like.
Right.
Hey,
And
Teresa.
so
Go ahead.
I was just going to mention that we have conducted several Red Angels visits, and probably about 99.9% of the response, the surveys that we get, residents are so happy with this program, and that we are there to do a one-on-one, if you will, with them,
Oh,
and to show
good.
that they matter, and if they don't have the resources, the Red Angels is to the rescue. That's,
Right. Red Angels to the rescue. That's perfect. Hey, Teresa, thank you very much for joining us. Hey, before we leave, I know that Chris has popped up a couple graphics for us to help people to know how to get in touch with community outreach. Can you just walk us through again, if somebody's watching this and they're looking to get plugged in with you and your office and your team, how can they do that?
so we have a smoke alarm hotline, and that number is 512-974-0299. And then we have our website, Fire Community Outreach, at austintexas.gov. The same with the Red Angels program. They can just email us or at firepubed at austintexas.gov, or the phone number 974-0299.
Okay, awesome. A couple great ways for everybody in the community to reach out. And please do take advantage of that. Teresa, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate your time. And again, glad to have you as a part of our team.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Yeah, absolutely. So remember, guys, if you're watching and you want to get plugged in, take advantage of those resources. This video, if you didn't get a chance to write those things down, this video will stay on YouTube, so you can go back, rewind to this point and grab that information right off your screen to get plugged into those programs. So now it's time for one of the things that I really enjoyed telling you about is the time where we get to pull back the curtain on some of our fire stations. Today, we're going to give you a good look at Fire Station 16. It's another station that we recently did a major renovation on to help us to serve you better. Now, I could talk about this station for a long time, but rather than me talk to you about it, let me go ahead and let you take a look at it. Check this out. Hey everybody, my name is Tony Haden. I'm a division chief with the Austin Fire Department. I'm in charge of logistics, which includes our facilities. In this video, we're going to give you a tour of Fire Station 16. Fire Station 16 is a cool building. It's lovingly known as the Fishbowl. It's unique in that it sits on an island in the middle of a community. It's a great place, and one that our firefighters that work here love to call home every third day. Station 16 is home to Engine 16. It serves the Crestview and Brentwood and surrounding neighborhoods. I'd love to show you around. This building was originally built in 1957. I just finished a major upgrade where we were able to make this place a place that's going to be able to better serve you for the next 50 years. So we're standing right now in the open kitchen and day room, but walk with me and I'll show you around the station. So right off of this day room where our crews spend a lot of their time, we have an office area. The office is a great place for our officers to be able to come in and do reports, get things set up for the shift, all the things that they have to do in order to properly run their crew for a 24-hour period. It also gives them great access right off of the day room so that they can interact with their crews or call someone in if they need to discuss something. So it's a really good location for them to be able to have those duties. We have a little study area here. It looks like somebody's studying for one of our upcoming promotion tests. Our crews are here for 24 hours a day. So during that time, they eat together, they live together, they work out together, and of course they study together to make themselves better, to better serve you. Now back here, this hallway leads to some of the things that we did that are the driving forces behind this project. Gender equity, which basically helped us. We needed a way in order to get away from the shared dorm room, shared locker, and shared restroom facilities and go to something that's more gender friendly. So we have gender neutral restrooms now at this station. Here's a look at one of them. As you can see, it's a really nice restroom, shower facility, sink. Good opportunity for you to come here. Anybody needs to use it can. The single user setting, which really helps us to better serve our firefighters. Down the hallway, this leads us to the dorm room. The dorms are now individual users. Again, this gives us the benefit of having a place for them to be able to change clothes, shut a door, and have some privacy. Also lets them sleep a little bit more comfortably. Take a look in here and you can see what I'm talking about. Inside each dorm room, there's a bed and lockers. So behind closed doors, they can change clothes as needed. It also gives them an opportunity to control their light, their sound, and their temperature at night. So hopefully we, in the end, create a better, well-rested firefighter for your emergency at 3 o'clock in the morning when you really need them the most. One of the other things that we added to the station is this weight room. Now, the original layout of this station included 2 bays. So those of you from the area that are used to driving around and seeing Fire Station 16, you're used to seeing those 2 bay doors. We actually kept those. In our update, we added this weight room in the place of where one of the bays used to be, but we kept the roll-up door on the exterior. It lets our crews take their workout outside. So if you're driving by, you might see some of our firefighters with this door open and in here working out and being ready to serve you. Let's come take a look in the truck bay. So here's the Station 16 truck bay. This is where you would find Engine 16 at night, tucked away nice and safe. But one of the things that does is when we bring the truck in comes the diesel exhaust fumes with it. So one of the things that we do for cancer prevention in the Austin Fire Department is we really try and get that out of the building and away from our folks. So we have this system here that takes the carcinogens up and out of the structure. And then we always just make sure that all of our doors seal nice and tight so that nothing that ends up in the bay could end up into the living space. The last thing that we need to worry about for our members is their turnout gear. That bunker gear that you see them wear to a fire, when they're off duty, it stays here, and we have to have a good place to store it that's safe out of the elements and away from any carcinogens that we might produce. So in this project, we added these roll-up doors and a giant turnout storage locker. Now this gives, the ones that you see here, these are the people that are off duty. The open hooks are the firefighters that are working on the engine today. This gives them a great place to store all their equipment between shifts. Here's Engine 16. Let's go take a look at the exterior. So Station 16 on the exterior remains very much the same as what you might have remembered if you've ever come by this station in the past. I told you we kept the roll-up doors on the outside so you can still see the cool feel and look of the station just like it was before, with the new additions of the locker rooms and the weight room. So I think in the end we've created a really nice and great model for a very functional fire station that can serve our communities for the next 50 years. So, hey, I just really want to thank you again for joining us today, being a part of this tour. If it wasn't COVID, we'd love to have you come in and take a walk around and look, but we really wanted to give you an opportunity to see inside of this building. And a lot of y'all told us that you wanted to see it. So I hope that this video has given you what you wanted. I want to thank the mayor, the city manager and city council for helping to make this update a reality for us. Public Works, the City of Austin Public Works, Casabella Architects, and Southwest Construction for taking our vision and making it a reality. And of course, you guys, our neighbors, our community who we're proud to serve. Thank you for being a part of this. And I hope that you love the new Fire Station 16. We're proud to serve you guys. Have a great day. All right. Hope you guys liked that look into our little fishbowl there, hosted by that guy with a great looking head of hair. Hey, seriously, we got a whole bunch of work going on. I can't wait to show you more of it as we get into more future episodes of AFD Rocks. It's going to be one of the staples of our show, is just pulling that curtain back and getting you a good look inside. I know that crew specifically at Station 16 was really excited to get to share their station with the community members there. So looking forward to doing that more with you. But now, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the AFD Rocks podcast, something that I know that a lot of our firefighters have really enjoyed. It's the hot seat. And today, I'm very proud to welcome a friend of mine, somebody who I always enjoy talking with. His name is Haden Bradley. He's a fire specialist at Fire Station 14. And here he is.
Welcome. It's time for the hot seat.
Hey, Aiden, what's up, man?
He's muted.
Hey, Aiden, I can't hear you. You might be muted again. Can we check that? And I'll just while he's looking at that, I'll say, Aiden, one of the things that I was kind of hoping to do that we didn't get a chance to do is I wanted to give you some awesome walk-up music. My plan was shipping up to Boston for you. I was going to have that in the background as we introduced you, which that would have been pretty fun. But hopefully we get his audio working here in just a second and bring him back in. So I will say this, Aiden and I, we've known each other for a really long time. In fact, I got to know Aiden at first when he first joined the fire department. He was a probationary firefighter working in my battalion when he was brand new to our department. Aiden, are you with us now?
I'm trying to be.
Hey, there he is.
There?
All right. Hey,
No?
hey, we're live,
All
man.
right,
This is
sounds
just we're playing around right now trying to figure this whole thing out. But I hear you really well right now. Hey, man, thank you for joining us. I was just talking about when I first got to know you as a probationary firefighter, brand new to our department. What do you remember from that time, from our first experiences getting to work together?
Oh, absolutely. So I was in a Ladder 15 complement, assigned to Engine 5, and what I can say, sorry, there's something happening with the deal right there. What I do remember is just being so excited, the energy in the firehouse, and on top of that, the crew going to Dropkick Murphys.
That's right.
So I appreciate the reference. I heard you shipping out to Boston.
That's right.
Originally a Boston native, so thank you for that little nod. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, man, that was a great time. That was a lot of fun, and I know that when we got to have you over at Station 15 from time to time during your time on probation, everybody really enjoyed having you. Hey, tell us, why did you decide to join the Austin Fire Department?
Well, thank you for asking. It was very influential. Of course, 9/11. It was a significant day for everybody, and I'm no exception. I joined the Army after 9/11, and after serving with the Army. One of the big things was actually Hurricane Katrina. So I had deployed to Iraq, come home, or rather stationed back in Germany, and saw the need back at home, and saw so much that was happening right back here, especially in Austin, and how much influence Austin had. I'm not originally a Texan. I'm a Bostonian. And the amount that Austin Fire contributed to that, well, it played a huge deal in me thinking and then actually joining the Austin Fire Department.
No, that's awesome. Austin's glad to have somebody from Boston, for sure. Hey,
Austin and Boston, there we go.
Hey, Aiden, you're out there, you're doing the work. What does it look like from that end, the support that you need from the organization?
Sure. So I'm really super psyched to be Austin firefighter. I'm on top of that at Station 14 Special Operations. Right. I feel like we get a lot of additional training, the ability to go to additional classes, and not only within the fire department and the direct influence that it has in Austin, but regionally. I'm a proud member of Texas A&M Task Force 1, which means that when there are extenuating disasters, hurricanes especially, I was actually gone last month, earlier this month, to support other communities. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that Austin has that ability to send groups and or operators out to help out. And that's no exception. The Wildfire Battalion has extended that as well. We've had people that have gone over California. That's awesome. That's amazing. That's something that I don't really know about. I did go to Bastrop when that was an event for the wildfires, and was lucky enough to try to help out there. So I think support looks exactly like that. I don't know that all of it sounded off on Twitter, but hey, we're out there, we're ready. And, Teresa did some amazing descriptions of that, and I participated directly in those. I think that the community would love to know about that. Yes, I can get not only a smoke detector, but I can also get a fire safety inspection. And if you're out on the outlying areas where wildfire is a problem, well, we're ready to help.
That's right. Man, I'm glad that you've stepped up and served in those ways. And, I just want to say, if somebody is trying to figure out ways that they can follow those stories, right, of the ways that AFD does send people out to help and stuff that's not just here, but across the country, they should definitely give us a follow on social media. We try and capture those stories when we can to keep people up to date of what the members like you are doing when we do deploy them to go somewhere else as a part of something like what you've done for us. So, hey, so what are some things that you think about, like, giving back to the department? How do you do that?
Oh, well, there are a lot of ways. First of all, again, we're going to go back to exactly what Teresa said and how we can, support our community. But at the same time, giving back is to be a participant. I think it starts at the firehouse and then it goes from there. One of my favorite activities is sit out in front in the morning, obviously, if we're not called out to assist, but have a cup of coffee and just say hello to the community. COVID's been difficult, and there's a lot of setbacks. Now, at the same time, every one of our firehouses, it's a community building. So that's those same ideals is what we're going to try to follow and say, come on, visit and, really interact with those people. We have a bunch of dogs that visit at 14 House. At the same time, a lot of kiddos that'll they want to see us squirt water. Or they want to see that fire engine work. They are excited to see the lights and the sirens come on. I've also done things through the Honor Guard. Been there since around, I think, 2013 to just participate, show off that we can represent the fire department in a formal representation there. Training Academy. And also, our graduate academy, our conferences. Right now, we actually have some individuals that are going out all the way to Wichita, Kansas, to show the way AFD does it. Wow. They want us, it's pretty great. So I love to participate in all of those things.
Yeah, no, that does sound awesome. Hey, okay, so you've mentioned a whole bunch of things, right? A whole bunch of ways that you've been involved and things that happen in our department. What do you think is our biggest, our biggest responsibility to the community?
Yeah, our biggest responsibility. There it is, response. I had a great opportunity under Chief Bob Nix. He was my training chief, and he said that anytime you have an emergency, call 911 and ask for the fire department. The fact is, sometimes it's not always a legal matter, so you don't really maybe need a peace officer. Sometimes it's not always a medical matter, so maybe you don't really know if you need an ambulance. But, a fire truck, it shows up, and thankfully here in Austin, 4 people are ready to solve your problems every single day, 24/7. And we never complain about it. We're ready to show up and exactly solve whatever that is. I actually have some side stories where I talk about the cat out of the tree. You never do that. You never solve the cat. You never get the cat out of the tree. A little personal story. At 16, we actually, I was on a travel and got a cat out of the tree. Because
good for you.
What is the cat? What is the cat? The cat expects to get out of the tree too. But what does the person expect from you? There we go. So I've actually done that, and so to be truth, again, it resonates, that response. That's exactly what the community expects from us.
Man, that's great, and that's just a little insight, just for everybody watching, into kind of like the heart of the firefighters, right? This is that. I'm glad that's the way you answered it. I didn't know how you would answer it, but I think that that's exactly right. Like, we do look at how can we respond to and make your day better. Whether that's getting that cat out of a tree or coming and putting out a giant fire, right? We want to take care of you and serve you, and And you answered that very well, Aiden. Thank you for that. Hey, so you
Thanks,
mentioned
Chief.
that you're
Yeah.
in the Special Operations Battalion now. So what are some
Yes,
exciting
indeed.
things that have you excited about that battalion and things that are emerging
Well,
in there?
Well, I think Spec Ops is always evolving, and while it is that it's special, really it's just doing additional training. The department has really supported us, especially with big rig and heavy vehicle rescue. The way that we've even gone and done some of our different immersion training. Austin Travis County EMS is now really linking in with us in terms of rope rescue, and we really want to move forward with that. On top of that, like we have almost a new hybrid, a tactical immersion involving motorcycles. We call it TIM, but I don't really know that it's going to roll out. It's pretty awesome. 14s is kind of heading that up, and we are looking forward to additional things involving that. Could it be incorporated in Wildland? Could it be incorporated in other just simple responses?
Right.
Exactly where we want to go with that.
Man, that's awesome. Sounds like a lot of potential innovation coming, and again, stuff that just helps us to serve better. So that's really cool to hear some of those programs, Aiden. I didn't know about them, so I'm not as plugged in with that as you are, but I'm glad that you shared that with us. Hey, Aiden, before we get done, we like to do something that's like a rapid fire game here with our guests. So I'm going to throw out some words, and then you just kind of respond back first thing that comes to your mind. All right. And we'll just play it like that. So like I said, it's rapid fire. First thing comes up. All right. So
Sounds
sandwich.
Italian sandwich.
What season?
Pepper.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Superpower.
Oh, X-ray vision.
That's a good choice. What about soda?
Mm-hmm. Coke.
I should have just said Coke then, right? Instead of soda.
Yeah.
All right. Fear or phobia?
Oh, definitely fear.
Fear. Good choice. What about Disney character?
Mickey.
Mickey Mouse. TV show?
Mickey Mouse, the man. Family Ties. Yeah.
Hey. All right. No, I love that one. All right. What about book?
That dates me, right?
Yeah, you did date yourself. What about book?
The
Do you
Sun
read,
Also
Aiden?
Rises.
Oh,
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay, you do. You do. What about cartoon?
Rick and Morty.
All right. Okay. Vacation spot.
Oh. Well, I'm just gonna say the beach. Yeah, the beach.
Yeah, my heart's
Yeah.
in the beach too. I love it. I love the beach.
There we go.
What about pet?
Husky.
Hidden talent.
Oh, I can dance.
My man. we need to get a wide view and let you do that next time.
We
next
should.
time.
Yeah.
Last
notice
meal.
How red my face is going. Oh, hamburger.
All right. And biggest dislike.
Yeah, I would say disingenuous, right? Like, those that lie. Yeah.
Yeah. Good choices. All right. Hey, Aiden, thanks for having some fun with us, letting people get to know you a little bit better, and just kind of sharing with us what it looks like for you out there on the streets every day. So, Aiden, you are officially off of the hot seat. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right,
seeing
man.
you, Chief. All right. Take care.
All right. Good to see you, man. All right.
All right. Bye.
Hey, thanks everybody. This wraps it up. We really appreciate you joining us again for our second episode, giving up some of your time. We hope that we gave you some information that was useful to you and that you enjoyed it. Remember, we'll be back again the last Friday of every month. Our next live show is scheduled for October 29th, 11 a.m. So I hope you'll join us. But in the meantime, make sure you subscribe, share the link, like us on our YouTube channel, the Austin Fire Department. Okay, now we're about to wrap it up. We want to do something that's special. We're going to actually dedicate this episode to somebody that's a member of our family. AFD lost firefighter Rod Kelly on August 29th, and our fire family is hurting right along with his biological family. So with that, we're going to sign off, and we're going to fade out with our brother, Rod Kelly.